Hi everyone, and welcome to another review from Colour with Claire. Today we're looking at Hannah Lynn's brand new book. This is Whimsy Girls at Work, and it's one that I've been very excited for quite a while now, because I follow Hannah Lynn on her Instagram and she always gives us snippets and sneak peeks of the illustrations that she's working on for her next book. And pretty much from the get-go, as soon as she started sketching ideas for this book, I knew it was going to be my favourite of hers, even though I've said that before, I know, but this is for sure my favourite, like by far, hands down. And it's just because it shows women in so many different industries that aren't typical of having female employees or workers in that sector, in that field. And I just love the whole idea of it. It's really empowering, actually. So it is an Amazon CreateSpace printed book, as all of Hannah's books are. It also has 2 copies of each illustration. Now, before you say anything, a couple of people have mentioned that they don't like the fact that Hannah's books have 2 of the same illustration. They just don't want it. I can see the need for it, because I often mess up on pages, and I love the fact that I've got another one to try again with if that happens. But Hannah's also put a little twist on it this time, in that there are 2 pages for every illustration, but one of them is a simplified page. So if you want to go and do something quite quickly that hasn't got a lot of details, you can do that, or you can choose the more detailed version of the same image. You'll see what I mean in a second. So as always, we've got our little thumbnail catalogue at the front of all of the different jobs. We've got Space Explorer, we've got a hairstylist, a chef, we've got a Madam President, a librarian, we've got a policewoman, a pilot, all sorts. So there's a few more there. And then we're into the first illustration. So the very first one is the "We Can Do It," very iconic image of the working woman there. And yeah, it's amazing. And as you can see, this is what I mean about the simplified version. So the text has been taken off, and she's also zoomed in a little bit, and that's simplified. Next up is the pilot that I was talking about. So you can see she's on the runway. She's in her the pilot's cabin. What do they call it? Is it the cabin? I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm like. She's in the front of the plane. She's driving, and you can see all of her apparatus and instruments are in front of her. It's very detailed. And just so you see what I mean about the simplified version, do you see how it's been zoomed in? So we're losing a lot of the detail around the edge, and also it just seems to be a little bit less cluttered. So you've got less to do, basically, and you've got a larger area to work with. So if you've got poor eyesight, fine motor control, anything like that, you've really got the best of both worlds with this book. So it's not just a carbon copy of, you know, each page doubled. It does have some differences. So we've got the teacher, and you can see all of the sums on the board behind her. And then in this, we've got a zoomed in image with no sums on the board. So it's up to you what you wanted to do in the background. You could just do a very plain kind of pastel background or anything like that. Here we've got what looks like a joiner or a carpenter. And you can see she's got the tool belt, she's got the dungarees, she's got the plaid shirts, she's got the hammer in her hand, and the hard hat, all the different instrumentation you would expect to see in the builder's yard. And again, it's just something that you just don't typically see women associated with, but you should. And women obviously do exist in these sectors, it's just we don't see it. So it's a great kind of promotion, empowerment for females in these lines of work. So this lady looks like a scientist or a chemist, or somebody that works in a laboratory. It could be for anything, couldn't it? It could be fertility, it could be DNA, it could be stem cell, it could be anything, couldn't it? It could be absolutely anything. And again, you've got the simplified version. So this looks like an actress, looks like she's getting ready to go on stage. In fact, I believe the illustration is called 5 Minutes to Curtain. Let me just check. Yeah, 5 Minutes to Curtain. Perfect. You can see she's got all of her costume stuff. She's got her big dressing table and dressing room mirror with the lights around it. That would be really good to do a light source kind of technique on there. And then the simplified. And then the next one is the police officer. So I think I said police woman earlier, but I know that you're supposed to generalise it now, police officer. And in the background, she's got her cruiser. And as you can see, she's got the whole uniform on. It's a really cool uniform, actually, isn't it? And again, in the background of this one, there's no car, it's just bushes, and it's just a lot fresher and cleaner. So we have a baker, I believe. Yeah, well, it says latte to go, so she could be a barista. Actually, I think she is a barista. I don't know why I said baker. Well, mind you, there is some pastries and things here. She could be a baker or a barista. And she is making some coffee, it looks like, with all of these different coffee flavours. Now this one is a landscape orientated piece, and it's a farmer. So you can see she's got her tractor behind her and a couple of goats on the farm. We've got hay bales and big fields in the background. And then for the simplified version, it's actually been turned this way, and a lot of that has been cut out. So we've got the boss lady now. This is actually the name of the illustration, the boss lady. So you can see the skyscrapers behind her. She looks like she's probably down in, what do they call it in America, where all of the stocks and shares take place? Wall Street. Maybe she's the manager of some sort of, or the CEO of some sort of company. I don't know. She just looks amazing and powerful and fantastic. And there you go. She's got nothing in the background on the simplified version. We've then got the postal worker, so delivering the post and the mail. Beautiful gardens in the background, pretty flowers, a kite, really nice background detail, which has all been removed for the simplified version. Now this lady looks like she works on the phones, but maybe there's a different... She kind of looks like a travel agent as well with that scarf. Let's see if there's a name for her. So... hold please. We've not missed one, have we? No, I think there's one missed out, but it might be further down in the book. Hold please, it's called. So she could be a call centre advisor, basically anybody working on the computers and taking calls. Was it simplified? Ah, here we go. So they were just mixed up, that's all. So this is Fashion Week. She could be a tailor. It looks like she's a tailor, really. She could be a sewing machinist, but she's got loads and loads of dresses and things in the background. It looks like she's drawing up some more pieces as well on her drawing board. Then we've got the astronaut. So obviously we have had loads of female astronauts, but again, it's not something I instantly think of when I think astronaut. You know, it's just conditioned into us, I think, or it is to me anyway. Astronauts equal male, when obviously they don't. But I just love it. I love the whole theme of this book. I just can't get enough of it. And I'm so glad that Hannah has taken it in this direction and really kind of gone out there with her version of, you know, women's jobs. So we've got the librarian. Tons and tons of books on the stacks, and on this one obviously we've zoomed in a little bit more. There is a lot less books to colour. Now then, we've got a mechanic. So again, something you don't often think of women doing. You can see in the background she's fixing this car. She's got all of her tools on the wall. She's got her little crawler, I don't know what they call it, like a trolley thing that they go under the cars on. And then the simplified version. Okay, now we have a veterinarian or a vet, and what I love about this is all the little detail in the background. We've got a little cat, we've got some bones in the jars, we've got a medical chart for the puppies, we've got the weighing scales, we've got the leads, and this cute little clock where every hour is a paw print. It's just so cute. Simplified. So this one is one of my favourites because it could either be a childminder or it could just be a busy stay-at-home mum, and I just adore it because it's got all the little kids on it. She's got stains on her clothes, she's trying to do 10 things at once, and you know, there's just things everywhere, and it's just exactly how my home is, to be honest. Kids everywhere, you know, always something to do. So now we've got a doctor. This one's quite simple as it is, but you can see it's further simplified on the next page. This one's really cool as well because it's showing you a book signing. So this lady is an author, and for any of you who are authors or have your own colouring books even, this will be a really cool page for you to do. simplified version. I love the freckles on this lady as well. So we have the hairstylist, the pinion and all of their different tools. And you can see the differences, that the bricks have been taken out and all the bottles and things. So here we've got a soldier. I'm not sure what kind of soldier, it could be any that you like, but she's dressed in camo, she's got all of her equipment on, and she's in the middle of what looks like a forest, so she's obviously on a mission. On this simplified version, the camo pattern is gone, and obviously she's zoomed in a little bit more. So again, just a bit less detail. This is the one that I've started, as you can see. Started it with Prismacolors. I've not done a lot on it at all. I've been very, very, very busy. But I've made a start, and once I've made a start, I have to finish it. So you will see it soon. This one is an artist, or it could even be a colourist. And that's kind of why I chose it. It's because, you know, it could just be me sat colouring, really. Simplified. And then we have the chef. So this lady is head chef. She's chopping up all of her vegetables, and again, it just looks like she's multitasking, several things going on at once. Now we have Madam President. Again, so powerful, this imagery. So she sat at the desk in the White House and taking a very, very important phone call. She's probably got the nuclear codes on the desk there. And yeah, it's just fantastic, isn't it? We've got a marine biologist. So we've got dolphin, we've got a turtle and loads of little fish, and even a little shark fin in the background. And she's got her clipboard, and I guess she's just checking out all of the wildlife, researching, making sure everything's... I don't really know what a marine biologist does, but it's a very, very cool profession anyway. So this last one, I think is it the last one? Oh no, it's not. This is the fire person. I don't know, what do you call it? Fire officer, fire, I don't know. I want to say fire woman. And she's got her fire dungarees on, and you know, the whole everything that they wear. She's got the hose wrapped around her arm, and she's got the axe as well. She also looks like she's covered in ash, and there's a lot of smoke behind her, so that'd be a really, really interesting one to colour with the smoke effects. This lady is working in the diner, I think. She's a waitress, so waiting tables, delivering orders. Really fun one, this one. I can see it being done in a lot of bright colours, maybe even some neons. It's a simplified. Then I think this lady is supposed to be a photographer. Let's just check at the front, because she has got a camera. Yeah, it's called Perfect Shot, so I'm guessing that she's a photographer, and she's in this absolutely stunning vista that she's taking photographs of. Just beautiful, beautiful. Again, I can see a really nice sunset gradient in the background there. Simplified version. And then the dentist. My most feared thing in the world is the dentist. But this is really cute because she's got all the little cartoon teeth all over her t-shirt. She's got the mask, she's got, it's just everything you think of when you think about the dentist, the instruments and the cupboards and the cleanliness. And there's the simplified version. And that is it. So 60 total pages. Obviously, I guess that's 30, isn't it? 30 different women, 30 different professions. Really hope you've enjoyed looking at this book as much as I have been anxious to receive it, because I don't know, it's just got something different about it. I think, like I said, it's just because she's put the women in these industries what a lot of people don't necessarily match up to a female profession, which I think is fantastic. So links in the description to buy it in your country. Let me know what you think in the comments, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon on Colour with Claire.